Hello and welcome to The Harbinger. I'm your host, PV, The Harbinger, here to talk about some real dumb drama that literally no one but me is going to care about. But I just need to talk about this because it's just so insane and dumb how people can just be stupid. Anyways, this drama is about members on a Minecraft server called Hermitcraft. If you don't know what Hermitcraft is, it's one of the most popular vanilla Minecraft servers. It has members like Grian, Mumbo Jumbo, Good Time to Scar, Gemini Tay, Ethos Lab, and more, but I think these are like the most popular. But uh about a week or so ago, this drama came up with one of the members who is one of my favorite members of the Hermitcraft server, B000100, also known as B-Dubs, which I will be calling him throughout this video. Just know I'm not talking about the wings place. I'm talking about the YouTuber. And the drama surrounding him is that his wife follows political people on Instagram. Yeah, if that sounds really dumb, that's because it is really dumb. It's just I don't understand like how people got upset over just that one thing. Oh no, someone follows political people. Oh no, on Instagram. Oh no, that's such a horrible thing. Like really people got upset over this. People like legitimately like saw that and thought, "Wow, what a horrible person." And anyways, I don't know who exactly found this out. From what I've seen, it's just like some low-life parasocial Tumblr user went searching through his wife's social media and found out she follows Charlie Kirk, Cadence Owens, Tusa, Benny Johnson, Emily Williams, Brand Gill, and more. I have like legitimately no idea who any of these people are except Charlie Kirk because the internet has to internet. Like, I don't know who any of these people are. I'm not sure what relevance they have, but I don't know. I have this one tweet to go off of and nothing else because I don't have Instagram and I sure as hell don't have Tumblr. And, people don't really give that much evidence. It's like legitimately, I've only ever seen one screenshot while I was looking for stuff. First of all, I'd like to say this is just incredibly weird to do. Like, you're just digging into this random woman's life for no reason. This isn't like a Minecraft YouTuber. She doesn't do videos with her husband who's on the server. This isn't like, LD Shadow Lady who is not on the server but is another like old school Minecraft YouTuber. This isn't like her and her husband who both do YouTube and both have a following. So, looking at one of their Instagrams and then going to the other Instagram to see what else is happening, like, that makes sense. They're both on YouTube, they're both public figures digging into their lives or, like, looking at what they do isn't really that weird, because they're both public, they're both people. B-Double-O's wife isn't like a YouTuber like B-Dubs is. The most I really see of her in his own videos is anytime B-Dubs does an ad read, she'll be in the occasional one. And apparently there's some older vlog type videos that B-Dubs has, but I'm not really too familiar with those videos, so I'm not sure what extent she or the rest of his family are in. But she isn't like this absolute public figure making YouTube videos left and right. But like still, like it's weird to look into this man's personal life like that. It's not normal and it shouldn't be done. Also, I don't think following these right-wing political figures means literally anything. There can be a number of reasons why she's following these accounts. A lot of people follow other accounts not because they actively like them, not because they're actively supporting them, but because they want to know what's going on, right? Someone might follow like DSP Gaming, not because they really think his journalism on video games is really good, not because they think, oh, DSP, he's this amazing icon. He's so good at video games. They're gonna follow him because they just want to see what dumb thing he's doing now. You don't have to follow someone just because you like them. You can follow them for literally any reason you have to follow them. She also could have been following them for a long time and just decided never to unfollow them. There could be literally a number of reasons why she follows these political people, but literally everyone just instantly assumes, oh, this person follows this person, that means they're a bad person and they agree with every single thing that this person does. Like that's just so dumb. And the truth is, we literally have no idea. And we shouldn't care. Her life is not our problem. She's free to do whatever she wants, and people shouldn't look into and investigate every little thing that she does. It's absolutely insane. This is essentially a random person. You don't see a random stranger on the street spy on their phone and determine, oh, this person's a bad person because they were looking at a picture of a dog, and dogs are a symbol of evil. So this random person on the street is evil because dogs are evil. Like that's like kind of like the logic here. It's like you have no idea what's going on in their life. You have no idea why they're looking at this image. It could literally mean absolutely anything. You're just gonna assume, oh yeah, this person's evil just because I saw one glimpse of a whole perspective. Really? And it's just like such a weird thing to just like investigate someone's life, especially when they don't like actively say anything about their thoughts and feelings about certain things. It's like you're it's so stupid. And the people pushing hate towards B Double O and his wife, they're just like they're not good people. This tweet, which I showed earlier in the video, is the first tweet that I saw of this drama, right? And this tweet is kind of, I feel like, the person pushing it out the most. This is the tweet that other people reference. This is a tweet that other people are commenting on. This person is talking about it a lot. And basically, this tweet is just saying someone is married to someone else who is MAGA, which stands for Make America Great Again, which is the slogan used by the Trump campaign, Trump administration, whatever. It's basically the slogan for the Republican Party, as far as I'm aware. I'm not too knowledgeable on that. This is just from what I've looked at and what I understand. This crap gets annoying, so I don't like talking about it. But basically, they're saying that someone on the Hermitcraft is married to someone who is Republican, which is viewed by a lot of people as being evil and bad and yada yada yada. So this first initial tweet is what I already covered. So it means like nothing because they just follow people. It's stupid. They're not out here like publicly stating that this is their political beliefs. They just follow people on Instagram. So dumb. The second part of this tweet, this part right here, I have arrow right here. You see the arrow, the big red arrow. It's kind of hard to miss. Right here. Then I have the arrow pointing to the arrow, so you don't miss that arrow. And then I'll also put like a few circles. This part of the tweet is basically saying that centralists are bad, and centralists are just as evil as these Republicans, which is the right, I think. Yeah. And this is just like so dumb. This is like it's not enough for them to not be Republican. They also can't be literally anything else. This is what this like person believes. And I just find that incredibly stupid. So these extremists, and yes, I'm gonna call this guy an extremist. I'll explain more why I believe this guy is an extremist a little bit later. But these extremists believe that if you're not also an extremist like them, you're evil. If you're Republican, you're evil. If you're totalitarian, you're evil. If you're libertarian, you're evil. If you're a centralist, you're evil. Everything that isn't exactly what they believe in, which is their extreme left beliefs, you're evil. This is what this person is saying when they're saying Hermitcraft needs to stop collecting all these centralist people. This person also just says a bunch of other crap, and I don't really want to get into this. Basically, more like showing that they are this extremist and that anyone who isn't exactly what they believe in is evil. It's so dumb. You can look at this, read it if you want, find it on Twitter. You can find it. I'm not gonna give the at because I don't think you're allowed to do that, so I'm not gonna do that. But you can probably find these easily. And everything this person says against B Dub's wife is all under the assumption that she is this evil person. They say, oh, she wants rights taken away. Oh, she's the reason why all these people are dying, blah blah blah. When you're just assuming that she believes this. You're just assuming all this information, right? This isn't like for certain information, you're assuming it's just all assumptions based on very, very poor evidence, as I pointed out earlier. And this extremist is just out here just spreading just all this hate, like way, way more hate than what they're trying to fight against. Like this person's out here hating this random woman who's essentially a stranger to literally everyone who's reading this, but just spreading all this hate based on literally the poorest of poor evidence, just assuming that this person is a bad person, spreading more hate with one singular Twitter thread than this woman has been shown to spread in her entire life. Like, it's extremely dumb how far this extremist went. And this person being an extremist is a pretty big assumption for me, considering I'm just basing it off this one Twitter thread. But this thread, uh, is not why I believe this person is an extremist. What makes me believe that they're an extremist is their profile picture. Or rather, what their profile picture was when this tweet was originally sent. You see, this is what their profile picture originally was. If you don't know who this is very popular left extremist Hassan Piker. And this Twitter user absolutely loves Hassan. I mean, they love him enough to have him as a profile pic. They love him enough to tweet about how excited they are that Twitch streamers are going to the same zoo as Hassan Piker did 20 years ago. Hyperbole. I mean, this person has hours and hours of time in Hassan's stream. They genuinely love Hassan so much. So I feel like it's okay to assume that this person shares beliefs with Hassan, who I don't even need proof to prove that he's an extremist. He just like outright says it. He believes himself as an extremist. I mean, looking at anything that Hassan does, anything that Hassan says, you can tell that he is an extremist. So I think it's a fair assumption to assume that this person believes the same beliefs that Hassan does, especially when you compare both their thoughts about centralists. Hassan thinks that centralists are spineless and that they're horrible people, and this person believes that centralists are spineless and horrible people. So I think it's fair to believe that this person is also an extremist, much like Hassan. And I just find it all ironic that this person is calling someone else evil for supposedly supporting a different political party, which is just baseless assumption, while this person actively supports and actively loves someone who constantly advocates for violence on literally innocent people. sympathizes and supports terrorists, abuses his dog, loves visiting German brothels, is a self proclaimed propagandist, and is just overall a high ego, Nepo baby, narcissistic prick. But apparently, you know, Hassan being all those things means nothing to this person when someone else is following someone on Instagram. Yeah, one of these things is evil. One of these people in this person's eyes is evil. And it's not Hassan. It's the woman following people on Instagram. Moving on to some other posts. This one's saying they think BWO is a conservative, conservative, conservatist, conservatist. This word, which are people who believe in traditional values. They believe in having a family and having some kids. I'm not 100% sure that's exactly what that means. I looked it up and that's what Google tells me. So I'm not sure what else a conservatist believes in, but that's what I understand. Let me know in the comments if it means something else. Again, this political stuff, so dumb, so dumb. But like, if that is what all it means, okay. So what? He has a normal life. What's wrong with that? He has a wife and children. Like, because he has a normal life, you think he's this very political person. You believe that he is a conservativist, even if that isn't a bad title. They're pushing it like it is a bad title. So I'm gonna go under the assumption it is a bad title. And it's like this guy has a wife and kids. So what? What's what? Genuinely, what's the problem there? Is that evil? I mean, are people just like not supposed to get married and be happy, find love? Like, if those things are evil, call me fucking Hassan Piker because I'm the most evil person in the room. There's also a bunch more tweets and stuff, people like talking about this. All of them kind of making the same point. They're not really using any evidence that this woman is a horrible person. They're just kind of saying, "Oh, she follows people, so she's a horrible person." And like, if you want me to like break down any of these tweets you see on screen, I'll make another video. But I just don't have the time to talk about each one of these individually. So I mean, these just know that all these tweets are just basically the same thing. We're going on the assumption of an assumption of an assumption, which is just really dumb. This just overall is just so dumb. We need to judge people not just by the political side that they're on, but by the actions that they take. You can't honestly look at this guy and tell me, oh, he wants to kill people and have all their rights taken away. You cannot tell me this guy, yeah, okay, the guy pretending to be a baby for a funny photo during a live stream event to raise money to help sick children play games during treatment and to be able to enjoy something while going through probably the most traumatic thing that they're going to go through in their life. Yeah, that guy wants you specifically dead because you wear a dress or are attracted to the same gender. Sure, whatever. This guy doing amazing things, raising a lot of money for charities. He hates you specifically. Overall, this whole situation is just so dumb. You're calling someone a horrible person and you're spreading hate about them, all based off an assumption that they're a bad person. And the people who are pushing this hate for the most part are all just bad people. Like they're more hateful than literally anything the people that they're spreading hate about have done. Anyways, remember to read what you sow. Bye bye.